Hello, everybody. It's Rich from Allerton Creek Farm. This past weekend, we were at the Easton Farmers Market. We go there like once a month. It's about maybe 35, 40 minutes from our house. And like I said, we go there once a month. We sharpen on premise. We sell the woodcraft items that we make. And also, a lot of times, people will give me items that I need to bring back to the shop, to sharpen and clean up. A lot of times, it's like the chainsaw chains, mower blades, things of that nature. This time, one of the gentlemen that were there, he dropped off a couple items for me to take care of. And again, these are items that I always bring back to the shop. One of them is just a pair of regular, Fisker pruners. And you can probably see right here. They're not terrible. I don't know if it's going to focus for you, but you can see the nicks in them and stuff. So we're going to show you my process and how I grind those out and get them squared away and back into fighting shape. The other item that he dropped off is a pair of, it's a Sears, probably Craftsman. It's an old set. You can see it's really kind of rusted out. Hopefully you can kind of catch that. It's an old set of, I guess, you call them hedge shears or hedge pruners, whatever you want to call them, manual. But they're real rusted. They just need a clean up. We're not doing like a restoration or anything of that nature. We just clean them up. We take them apart, lubricate them, and then sharpen them, get them back to the customer. So I'll show you our process with that. It's something a lot of guys and girls can do at your own house, as long as you have like a wire wheel or a drill that has a wheel or a Dremel. But I'll show you what we do, and maybe it'll help you out, and or maybe you can give me some pointers on what I can be doing a little bit better at. All right, first thing we're going to do is take it apart. Neat little tool. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's by Oslo Tools. You just basically, it runs on like a little bit of a hinge or something. I don't know what you'd call it. But you just place it on here. And instead of trying to search around, if you're not a mechanic like I am not, you can find the nut size. You read it right on there. This one here is a 9/16. See, I don't know. Let me see if it focuses. You can read it and say you 9/16. Just saves you a little bit of time, I guess, hunting around for the parts. I always try to use these trays too, magnetic trays. I've been at the farmers markets and have been sharpening stuff, and I've actually knocked them off the table, and I'm so glad I have them, because you start losing some of these parts, especially on the old ones. It can be a real problem. Okay, now that they're taken apart, I'm going to take them to the wire wheel and get all that rust knocked off, and then start the sharpening process. Now, I know the safety patrol is going to be out there, and they're seeing the leather gloves, and I got beat up pretty bad last time for it on the other video with the mower blades. The thing is, I've been doing this for years with these type of wire wheels and with these type of gloves. It's a 1700 RPM slow speed wire wheel. I've never had any problems with it getting caught. I'm not saying that it couldn't. I'm not preaching to you guys one way or the other. This is what I'm comfortable doing. Everybody out there is a grown-up, and you do what's comfortable or what you feel is safe for you and your situation. So with that said, I'm going to get right on it, and I know you guys are going to beat the hell out of me on there, but that's okay. I can take it. All right, let's get it going. Okay, so there you have it. We just, like I said, we did the nut, we do the washer, and it's, like I said, not a restoration, just a cleanup. And next I'll show you how we go about getting the edge put back. Okay, everything's all set up with our sharpening system. Got the lopper, our pruner part in the jig, and we're going to go ahead and start grinding. Starting out with 80 grit, we'll go to 120. We'll knock the burr off the other side, but first thing we're going to do is just run one pass and make sure that our grind line is where we want it to be. Okay, it's exactly where we want it to be. See where right there, that silver part of the edge right there is what we want, and I can already feel the burr on the opposite side just from one pass. So let's do a few passes and see what we got. All right, now what we want to look for here is make sure that there's no nicks, which hopefully this focuses. There isn't any nicks in there all the way down, so that way the customer will get a nice clean cut. I'm just going to hit this one corner here a little bit more because I want to just even out the grind line. It's not necessary, but it just looks better. Okay, we got it evened out. It focuses. And now we'll do the other blade after we bring this up to 120. So I got a little bit of a burr on the back. See if you guys can see that. See that little bit of that silver? That's the burr that formed on the back, so we know we got a nice sharp edge. So now I'm going to switch it over to 120. I'll do a couple passes with 120, and this one's set. Make one pass on the back, just basically kind of kissing the, just to knock that burr off. That should be good to go. Now we'll set up the other one and we're all set. Now we're going to go ahead and do the other side. Now you guys might know this already, but any of you maybe that just started working with these 1x30 belt grinders, the belts themselves, but a lot of companies, this is Combat Abrasives. I get them from there, Maverick, Preferred Edges, Preferred Abrasive, a couple different companies. But see how it has the P80, 80 grit, and then you also see the lines, the arrows. Those arrows are basically telling you which way you should be running this on your grinder. So for this one here, this spins, so I do edge trailing when I'm sharpening, so it means the belt's going away from where the edge is, so it doesn't get caught on me, and it goes that way. I like edge trailing. Some people like edge leading. It's, again, it's a preference on what you like or don't like. But just so you know, whatever way your grinder is spinning, and like I said, this one here is trailing, so I'd want to put these arrows on this way, so when I hit the pedal or you turn it on, your belt's going to be going in the direction of the arrows. So just something to keep an eye out. I didn't know that when I first started doing it. I was just running the belts on and making sure that they tracked, and I didn't pay attention until I learned that down the road. So I just figured I'd throw that out there. Okay, the last thing you got to do is just make sure it's tightened up, but not too tight, because you don't want it where, especially say for some elderly customers, they can't move it. You can tighten these things down where you really got to, make sure that you're putting pressure on it. And then what I'll do is I'll just do a quick cut test. I do it on paper like this, just to make sure it can cut. It's cut nice and clean, and I'll also do it out on my own shrubs out here. I'll just take a couple of areas and make sure it goes through. Once that's all set, I just basically lubricate it down with WD-40, and these handles here, I'll sometimes put some Plastex or Armor All just to clean them up. It's not necessary, but it's a nice extra thing for the customer. And that's pretty much it, guys. I have that other one that I started on here with the regular loppers. I'm going to finish that up, and I'll set it up on another one, how we grind that big nick out of it and still maintain the ability to cut with that. Alrighty? Thanks again for watching. Take care.